What's going on, guys? Well, Chelsea back again with another video match review straight after the game. Chelsea just beating Newcastle 2-1. I've actually got two guests with me, one at the game, in fact. Addy, whoa. I had got my own screen playing in the background. Apologies about that. I also got Jimmy tuned in as well, man. Thanks for both joining me tonight.
You right? You hear me well, yeah?
Yeah, I hear you well, man. What you wearing? You got beats on your ears?
No, man, no, I'm not rich like you.
Tell me about the game, man. First of all, how was it overall?
It was good, man. The thing was well with all national lives, but atmosphere was a bit dead, as usual, for these little games. But yeah, it was good, man. I was impressed by the team. I was unimpressed by Hazard. Can't lie, I think he lost the ball way too many times today. He just wasn't sticking with him at all. But let's be real, he's not a striker, is he? So can't complain.
For sure. Jimmy, thoughts on the game? Just a quick summary before we pick out any performances. Overall.
Well, the easiest way to describe it would be really bad first half, good second half. I think that's the most simplest way of saying it. Team performance was much better in the second half, improved. Sarri must have told them something at half time.
For sure. I mean, for me, importantly, the 3 points was for me. That was the main thing, especially when Arsenal dropped the points earlier. We've got them away coming up very soon, so to be 6 points ahead is an advantage to us, especially for the top four race. Hopefully, Sarri gets his signings in now. Apparently, Paredes will be joining us very soon. We tweeted a post earlier, as you've seen on Jimmy's Twitter as well. He's basically giving it away. Hopefully, it's not a situation where it's all lies again. But I want to speak about Kante. I honestly think this guy is improving massively in this role, personally. I've said in your podcast earlier in the past, I wasn't a fan of him usually in this role. But for me, he's actually improved his game. I can see him shooting a lot more where I didn't think he could shoot. But overall performance today, man, the match, he picked it up from BT Sport. Tell me about his performance, Jimmy, man. I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, I also concur with what they said. He was man of the match. He was everywhere. He was like not only doing his part defensively, but he was also getting forward. His runs, he was taking on players, Newcastle players. He was just getting braver as the game went on, and he's actually able to perfect this style, or this role that Maurizio Sarri intends for him. Better and better. Every game is just improving, and he's just a phenomenal player, isn't he? I mean, what we do without Kante, I don't know. He's fantastic, and I think he's going to improve as the season goes on.
Definitely. Apologies for Addy's background. Obviously, Chelsea fans, away fans are a bit excited after the game. So apologies for any noise that come out. By the way, Addy, tell me, Kante. Talk to me about Kante, man.
Kante was quality, man. You can see that he's finally adapted his role perfectly. Don't want to hear no nonsense about he should be playing CDM over Joe Jr. You've got to end that debate right now. That's over. You've seen in the last few weeks, especially with the runs he's making forward, he's taking a lot of responsibility. He's actually the only midfielder who's taking responsibility to make his forward runs in the whole team. So he's got to respect what he's doing, man. This guy's world class, one of the best midfielders in the world in the last few seasons. So it's nothing that I don't expect from Kante. I think he can do even more than what he's doing. We just need to give him a bit longer, and then he's definitely just going to improve.
For sure. Some people are saying Willian did better than Hazard today.
Yeah, I told man about Willian. What did I say?
I mean, I did say get behind the player. Obviously, he missed a sitter earlier when we conceded. Luckily, he scored a special goal today. I think it was a very special goal. I didn't expect him to pull out in my eyes, but I think it's because of Barcelona calling him. What do you think, Jimmy, man?
Well, it's possible, but, one has to praise him for that goal. It was a fantastically taken goal. But, that's missed in the first half. It just shows the two sides of Willian, and we have to really come to the conclusion he's too inconsistent. I know he scored a great goal today, and I don't want to put on him too much, but, it's just too much of the one and then the other. And how often does he score as he does today?
Yeah.
Hats off to him for that goal, grand goal, but he's got to do better. He's got to do that more often. If he does, then he'd be a great player for us. I'm not even ripping on him for that.
For sure, for sure. Obviously, I sent out a tweet earlier in the first half about Jorginho. But what do you think of him recently? What did you think of his performance today, Adi?
I thought it was good. Again, I didn't see any problems. He lost the ball a couple of times, but that's natural the way he's playing. Because obviously he's a reducer. I think he's receiving the ball more than anyone. He's bound to lose it a few times, especially when power players press up against him. But I think everything. I think he's improving defensively, and I think he's still a good player. I don't know why people are trying to get into him, to be honest, but I still rate him very highly. I think he's a perfect man to get a job for us.
For sure. Jimmy?
Yeah, I agree with Addy. I mean, he is a phenomenal player, don't get me wrong, and he's been great for us. But there is a difference to the first few months in the season that he's just become too sloppy.
Yes.
It's not like he's getting so often dispossessed. Sometimes he does, but his passing's just become too sloppy at the moment, and he gave the ball away to liking today, and I think he has to improve on that. But I think if Paredes does come in and he does give this team a different dimension with that regista role, then that might give Jorginho the right kick up the arse so that he does pull himself together and isn't as sloppy in possession. Then at least I'd hope so. But he is a great player, no question about it. And I agree with Addy. All this bullshit nonsense of Kante going that position, that's not how this system works, and it will never be.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't expect him to do wonders with this team. With the players around him are just not good enough in my eyes. Obviously, Alonso, Willian, you can go on with the list basically. I don't expect so much from him. But what about the defense today? David Luiz done that special no-look pass. I think 50 to 60-yard pass to Pedro. I'm missing those runs. Like, we need those wingers to keep doing those runs. Pedro done against United a couple of seasons ago for Conte. Now he's done it here straight away against Newcastle and got a goal. Why don't our wingers play like this more often? Because obviously we're not going to be playing the best football with Hazard false nine. We definitely need the wingers. I've been crying out for an early goal, and we got it today. Otherwise, I think it would have been a very different performance tonight. I think Newcastle could have taken it differently and come out the box and try and nick it towards the end. But luckily, I think getting that goal was crucial to open up Newcastle. They came out, they scored a goal, and luckily we got our chances. We took advantage. But do you think the wingers need to do a lot more running behind, like a Schürrle type of player that we used to have at Chelsea? Are we missing that, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think Pedro gives us a different dimension up front. He's just more direct. He isn't afraid to actually take on a player and then look for the shot. And Willian, he takes his time too long. If Willian would be doing those runs, he'd be a great player. But with Pedro, he'll do those runs.
Yes.
And that works well with David Luiz. And whatever frailties David Luiz has defensively, his eye for a pass is ridiculous. So good.
Definitely. Addy, are you still there? Or you got too much connection around you? Let's see. Is he going to come?
Yeah.
Oh, your camera's gone off, G.
Is it still?
Yeah,
it's gone off. It comes on and off a couple of times. But yeah, tell me, David Luiz. The wingers. They need to do a lot more running behind, right?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, because whenever that happens, we usually cut teams open and it breaks them down completely, because they're expecting us to play out from the back all the time, and then when we hit them with that long diagonal ball, it seems to be really effective. So I think if we keep using that and using it to our advantage, we could score a lot more goals. But obviously, it's not Sarri's preferred style of football. He'd rather play out from the back. So we've got to be patient and just use it when it's correct, because if we keep overusing it, then teams are obviously going to clock on, just like they've clocked on to Jorginho as a regista and tried to lock off that. So I think we need to use it a little bit more, but not constantly.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to know that we've got someone that can do that long balls instead of playing constant, try and play through the middle. That's one way we can play. And obviously the set pieces, Sarri's got a certain way that he wants to do set pieces where, for example, Alonso will be in the middle and then he runs to the back post and, try something different. So overall, obviously I predicted 2-0. I think it was 2-1. What else can we speak about? What about the wing backs today? Let's start with Aspi. Jimmy, What do you think of Asby's performance today?
I think it was solid. There wasn't much coming down that left flank. It was always more or less coming from the right.
Yeah.
You know, it's could be better, but it's good. Alonso was really poor in the first half, if you ask me. He pulled himself together in the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad. But it's Newcastle. Let's not forget that.
Let's not forget that, definitely, for sure. Adi, what do you think of the wing-backs tonight?
Decent. Alonso is just average as he's never good. Didn't offer enough, to be honest, going forward. And he put in a decent cross for Pedro, which he bottled. But I think because Asby was actually playing on my side in the first half, and he had bags of space, but he just wasn't getting found enough. But to be honest, it's kind of his fault because he's the type of player that doesn't demand the ball. He's always just standing there waiting for it to come for him. So sometimes I think he's got to take the game into his hands and call for the ball and make sure that it comes out his way.
Definitely, definitely. Who we got next, guys?
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Is that the actual next game? There's no like cups in between or anything like that.
We've got Spurs next week.
Yeah, I'm going to the Tottenham game. Jimmy, when you next to Chelsea? When you going to Chelsea game next?
I'm trying to go to the Burnley game in April, so we'll have to wait and see if I can get the.
Are we at home?
Huh?
Are we at home?
Yeah, we're at home. Yeah.
We're at home. Cool. Is there anything else we can speak about? I was going to end this review quite early. I'm sure you guys got a lot of things to do on a Saturday night. Shouldn't be chilling. Anything else, Jimmy? You want to add?
I mean, only one thing that Kovacic's performance was, bit naff. It wasn't. He wasn't as good as he. He didn't look happy coming off. I don't know. He's kind of looking as if he won't be staying with us for, after the June. So I could actually see us getting Barella and Paredes. Maybe that's why the rumours come in.
Yes, for sure. Totally agree with you. Today he wasn't good. A lot of people were trying to call him out. In fact, it's a bit sad. Obviously, he hasn't been playing as much recently either. So
I wouldn't call him out.
I totally agree with you. I don't think he will be here next season. I think we're looking at different options, unfortunately. But let's just focus on this season. Hopefully, get top 4. Adi.
I don't agree with that. Because this guy, he's been out he's had an illness for a while. So he took him out of training, he took him out of matches, he lost his match fitness. It's his first game that he came back and started. So he's just regaining that. I could see that he's very tired once he was coming off. I don't think it's because he wasn't trying because he wants to leave or something. They may not sign him, but when we're talking about Barella and Paredes, neither of them are his replacement because Paredes will be replacing Jorginho, back up to Jorginho, and Barella's a box-to-box midfielder who will be more of a backup. Kante. Exactly. So I don't think that has any impact on him. I just think if we are going to sign someone, then we should get rid of Barkley if we're not going to sign Kovacic because he is shit.
Straight up.
Barkley thing because of the homegrown rule that plays a part as well, and
sadly,
loans and he'd cost us about 60 million quid. So
that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Especially Callum Wilson talks coming in. I don't want any of that nonsense. So, Callum HUDSON-ODOI, when he came on, I heard a couple of chants, man.
Yeah, man. The whole stadium was singing behind him. We want you to stay. It was a madness. If that's not going to make him stay, nothing will. That's a fact.
That's actually class. Look how young he is, and he's getting that response from the Chelsea fans. Unreal.
Man's my age, and he's got the whole stadium singing for him. Fucking man.
That's so sick. That's actually so sick. Hopefully he stays, man. Let's see what happens. See any questions from the comments quickly before I end the stream. We need a striker. If we're going to finish top 4 this season, we must prepare our squad properly for the UCL. Okay. Play David Luiz in the Jorginho role because more effective. Jimmy.
I don't think he'd actually fit as good as people might think because David Luiz needs that moment at the ball, and Jorginho is pressed very often in that regista role. And if he's under pressure, Luiz is prone to making mistakes. And that's why we need Paredes because Paredes, the guy, is an absolutely phenomenal player. I'm actually going to write a piece on him in the upcoming days. The guy is a baller. He's able to play under severe pressure even better than Jorginho, and David Luiz isn't made out for that. His passing range is fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
His short passing range is okay-ish. It's good, but it's not like phenomenal like a normal reducer would be. So I don't know if he'd be the perfect fit there, especially because put under pressure, Luiz isn't always as calm and tenacious as he should be as reducer.
For sure, for sure. Addy, where you going now? You going home?
Yeah, should be still.
Are you gonna get some lunch?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go much on this day.
Get
All
some
right,
chicken.
guys. I honestly owe Jimmy an apology. I didn't plug his channel. I didn't plug anything of his. Promise straight off his stream, I'll be sharing your tweets and stuff. And obviously your future threads and stuff, I'll sort out. I promise you. As explained on the DMs, please understand everything that's going on. And Addy, thanks for tuning in as well. Make sure you subscribe, press the bell notification, like the video, and hopefully the next game you guys can tune in again. Hopefully if Jimmy's free as well. But like I said, guys, the link will be in the description for Jimmy's channel and Twitter. But yeah, Addy, thanks for tuning in as well, man. Everyone,
No worries,
take care, man.
Bye, mate.